I watched Alice and Borderland Netflix show exclusive. Um, it's a Japanese show and it's amazing. It's based off a manga and it's showing, and I need to read that now. Um, but it's great. You should definitely check it out. It pops up on my recommended. It was even highlighted for like a little bit too. I think it's one of those sleeper things people not gonna really notice until they start to get buzzed. Um, but it's honestly amazing. It reminds me of a few movies, but it's so like emotionally driven, which I mean the stakes are high, but it's emotionally driven, it's character driven. And what frustrated me when I like looked it up, seeing people talk about it, the review of it, it makes no sense to me. Like some people are mad about the characters didn't have development, like it didn't progress, I guess. And it's stupid. How can it progress when your life is on the line in like every situation and you could die? Like what's the point of getting to know these people? What's the point of getting to know these people? Even for the characters within them show themselves. Why would you like become super friends with someone who could potentially like die within 6 hours? Why would you do that to your psyche? You know, and I think that's not even a fair assessment because they did. There's one main character and a bunch of side characters, and they always show like they show him like being bummy, and then he got sent to this other thing, and then I didn't even explain what the show is about. um, but yeah, he got sent to this other thing, and then they always show how smart he was. They always show he used bigger picture. Um, they may seem like because he played video games a lot, he was able to like think bigger. I think that I don't care for that part because who don't game, you know? And it's like they made it seem like no one else where he was gamed, but yeah. Uh, but the show is about like this guy and they get sent to another like dimension or like just a parallel world. It's just still I think another dimension. Um, and they're forced to play these games. Uh, and they win. They get time like to just chill for a little bit into the next game. Um, but yeah, they play forced to play these games by an unknown character, unknown source, unknown entity, um, and it's purely for their enjoyment. Um, they show at the end who it's for, like who's doing all of it, but it's just too easy. I think there's a higher power for this one. Um, but yeah, I think that person's just a face, which makes sense too. But yeah, it reminds me of I saw something they said The Sale with Jennifer Lopez and I don't say Viggo Mortensen. Jennifer Lopez and he's Wilson Fisk in Daredevil. I can't think of his name, but yeah, and of course Saw, and I think more so Saw. It reminds me of a few movies like Escape Room, and it's just a bunch of movies just wrapped into one. Honestly, it's a dope show. It's a great show. You should definitely check it out. It's like 8 episodes, like 40 to 57 minutes per episode. Um, there isn't a dull moment, and there's one scene in particular where I try not to spoil it because I really want people to watch it. And it feels like one of those sleeper hits. Um, it's it's fully dubbed too, and what's funny is it's so dubbed. The closed caption is terrible. Like it doesn't even register what they're saying. Like they could say something else, but the closed caption is a whole different thing. And I'm just sitting there like, that's not what they said. That's not what they said. It's like I was getting mad. You idiot! That's not what they said. But yeah, it's dude. I'm trying to not spoil it, but like he has to make an impossible decision, and he doesn't. And he decides like the last 10 seconds, last 15 seconds, what he wants to do, and the show rips your heart out. Honestly, it just crushes that bit. Like, it honestly does. He just sitting there like, okay, this is real. I didn't think this is how this is gonna go. Like, I love this show, man. There's some fight scenes in it, are epic. Um, it's just something for everybody. I think everything makes sense, and they explain stuff. It definitely feels like a showing type of manga show. Like, it honestly does. Um, but it's exciting because the potential of it. I think it's only going to be 2 seasons. Maybe they can squeeze out a third, but for sure there should be another season. I'm excited just to see that. Uh, but Alice in Borderland, and they actually collect cards too. It's funny. Alice in Borderland, you got to see it. This is spoiler free, so definitely check it out. Honestly, you will binge the whole entire thing. It is that good. It's that deep, and the episodes do not feel like they're over 30 minutes. Like, they feel quick, and in a good way. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Uh, I'm still into House of Cards right now. I'm just in it. And then football's now getting into the playoffs, so I don't know. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back probably talking about House Cards. Honestly, there's not really nothing new coming out. Trying to think. Sabrina.